Dr. Robinson, as principal of Southside High School, I certify that all members of the class of 2020 have met the requirements set forth by the state of Indiana and the Fort Wayne Community School Board of Trustees, and therefore should be granted a diploma.
On behalf of the Board of School Trustees of the Fort Wayne Community Schools, the faculty and staff at each of your high schools, and the entire FWCS family, I would like to congratulate each of you for not only graduating from high school, but surviving the last several months. Please allow me to share some thoughts with you as your career with FWCS ends. The class of 2020 will forever be linked to the global pandemic and its life-altering impact on the entire world. It would be easy to give in to the negatives. No formal celebration at the Coliseum. No senior anything, sports, prom, celebrations, breakfasts, etc. No daily contact with friends and teachers. And finally, having to rapidly adjust to remote learning, which could never replace the classroom environment. Despite it all, each of you has prevailed. Many people can sympathize with you, but I truly understand how you feel. This is my last year, and after 47 years, I intended to graduate with you. I looked forward to shaking every single one of your hands and hugging my grandson, who's a proud graduate of Northrop High School. But that wasn't to be. However, if the last 2 months have taught us anything, it is that things don't always go the way you plan, and change happens quickly. Despite all the negative aspects of this experience, ask yourself, what positive skills have I learned that will help me as I graduate? Over the last several years, the district has focused on 6 global competencies that may guide your thoughts and actions. The first, citizenship. The mission of Fort Wayne Community Schools is to shape every graduate into responsible, productive citizens. Now more than ever, your community needs you to step up to the plate and do all that you can to help others make it through. Character. Over the last 18 years, each of you have worked on defining how others see you. Make certain your good character traits are on full display to help others see the art of the possible. Collaboration. We are all in this together. Find ways to improve your situation by working with others. Communication. We are blessed that there are so many ways to communicate. Do everything you can to build up others and yourself with positive messaging. Creativity. This is an unusual time that will require a unique solution. Get to work. I know that one of you has the answer. Finally, be a critical thinker. With so many options to receive the news, sometimes it's difficult to separate fact from fiction. Always think for yourself and don't believe everything you hear. Do your homework before you speak or act. Of all the speeches I've given, this has been the most difficult because I can't see each of you and I can't feed off of your energy. But I hope that each of you is watching this celebration surrounded by family and friends. Each of you should know that you are loved, that we are proud of you, and that we do nothing but wish you good luck in your future. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Graduating class of 2020. Who would have thought that when you were born in 2001 or 2002, you would have life experiences that none of us would have imagined back in the 20th century? Who would have thought that in this 21st century, the invention of handheld computers such as the iPhone or iPad and social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube would be the means by which we are sharing this graduation ceremony to friends and family throughout this world? Who would have thought that your senior year would end with the use of such technology to complete your courses, earn your credits, and receive your high school diploma? Who would have thought? Since the beginning of your life, you have experienced the innovation of technology and wonderful inventions. However, you have also experienced the advances and goodwill of humankind. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, you have seen how your community has joined hands to take care of others and one another. These ordinary people have become heroes because they put their own safety on the line to ensure others are well. Medical caregivers treating the sick, store clerks keeping grocery stores stocked, and our own nutrition facilitators serving daily lunches provided essential services to our people in need. Their acts of bravery are underscored by the fact that they treated humans in need without question or blame. They saw a need and proceeded to help. As you continue to grow, remember these people as you think about your future. One does not plan to be a hero. You plan to do good for the benefit of humanity. Seniors, I wish you a life filled with opportunities to grow and learn. May you always contribute to the common good of humankind as you have seen demonstrated in these past few months. You are the first class to finish high school in this way. Picking up caps and gowns in preparation for a virtual ceremony and a drive-by celebration on graduation night was not what you imagined back in the fall of 2019. You have maintained a positive and resilient outlook throughout this time. Stay strong, because this will not be the last time you will have to experience change. If anything, you received a jump start on what it means to be flexible and adaptive. We do not know what the future holds for you. However, the future looks bright because you will be in it. You are the seniors who will change a changing world. Who would have thought that you would be the ones who will start adulthood facing a global pandemic? Who would have thought that this graduation is such an historical event during these unusual times? You will be innovators, the inventors, and leaders of the new tomorrow. More than that, you will care. Care about people, care to serve, and care to give of yourself for the benefit of humanity. Congratulations, class of 2020, and may you have an abundance of blessings.
Completing 13 years of school is a feat all should celebrate. It is strange thinking back to when I was a 5-year-old and I had just begun school. I didn't even know the English language when I started kindergarten, so it is astonishing to look back and see all of the progress and growth I have made since then. I have made many memories throughout my school years, both negative and positive, but ultimately I have been given an environment where I could develop my academic and social life, simultaneously as I was prepared for the real world after high school. It is almost surreal being there, giving a graduation speech after 13 years of hard work. Although I wish I could give this speech in a more traditional setting, the outbreak has interfered with our regular way of living. It was a very unexpected turn on our senior year, and one that will long live in our memory. Despite completing only one semester of our senior year, we have worked hard all 4 years of high school to prove that we are ready to go out into the world, wherever that may be. With the knowledge and resources we have attained at Southside, we have the potential to improve the world around us. One thing to keep in mind is that the world around us is changing due to the pandemic, and we have to be ready for those changes. Graduation can symbolize the end of our childhood era and the beginning of adulthood. All of us will leave high school and pursue our own definitions of success, however different they may be. Currently, the world is in dire need of reform, and I hope the class of 2020 can influence the world in a positive way. I encourage my fellow classmates to take this pandemic and seize it as an opportunity to be inspired to improve our way of living, to fight back against all the prejudice and unfairness we have endured. Just because our ancestors have experienced inequality does not mean that we too have to endure this. If all of us rise up together and leave our imprint on this earth, then maybe one day we will leave this world a better place than it was before. Personally, I would like to thank my parents, who are the reason I decided to work hard and put forth all of this effort to one day achieve my own success, and my 2 younger sisters, who have inspired me to be a role model for them so that they could follow in my footsteps. I would also like to thank my 2 best friends, Jillian and Carolina, who have supported me and made my high school experience more enjoyable. I would like to thank my classmates and the Southside teachers and staff who have given me an opportunity to showcase my potential and prepare me for what's to come. Finally, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020 for all of the hard work they have put in these last 13 years of school. Remember, all of us have an equal amount of potential to improve this world, and graduating high school has been the first step. Thank you.
Good afternoon, or good evening, maybe even good morning to my fellow class of 2020. Since my face in this speech will be recorded and available forever and whenever, I wanted to include every greeting for whenever you watch this bittersweet virtual graduation. For 13 years, we have dreamed of this day, including 4 years to become a part of Southside's traditional IB Day. Although it truly hurts not be able to physically walk across the stage nor around the block, we have all earned the right to be here today to proudly say, we did it. Personally, whenever picking sides, I love to root for the underdog. I mean, who doesn't love a good underdog story? Well, I consider our class to be underdogs in many aspects, mentally, socially, and now we've even got a pandemic stacked against us. But we still made it. Together as archers, we've accomplished so much. We have a beautifully diverse top 10 students along with the entirety of our student body. Many of us are first-generation high school graduates. Many of us have had a rough journey in the past 13 years to make it to this virtual stage today. We've received awards, whether that be for academics, athletics, the arts, and more. And I believe that we've all suffered through the dreaded senioritis. But as the cherished underdogs we are, we fought back and we fought hard. Thanks to these experiences, we've been pushed to new limits and have an entire new arena for success. Being underestimated, I understand, can be insulting. I mean, why would someone underestimate us? But who cares? Someone will always underestimate your intelligence and abilities, but it's in reality even more power being given to you. We have proven the naysayers wrong and more importantly, proved ourselves right. After all, being underestimated gives us the power to blow expectations out of the water and change our stance in this world. No matter the path you took during your stay at Southside High School, IB, AP, DC, JAG, any other acronym, ANTHUS, and more, you overcame all obstacles and anyone or thing that doubted your capabilities of making it here. You did it. You are winning in your underdog story, and now it's time to turn the page. Will you join the college class of 2024, the military, the workforce, or any combination of any path? Any place you now decide to take your life will guide you to the most important place of all, happiness. And I know I'm just a 17-year-old valedictorian dressed in a cap and gown on your screen, but the piece of advice that I can give to you, class of 2020, is to remember that the ultimate place that you want to be is a state of true happiness. Any bump in the road, wrong turn, dead end, any other roadside reference you can think of are all welcome with open arms. The scary but necessary experience of failure will build us to become even stronger individuals, ready to own our part in the world and find happiness. As I close out this valediction, I want to acknowledge that we didn't get to this milestone on our own. So thank you to Mr. Swinford for starting to bring back spirit into Southside. Thank you to Mrs. Leonard for being our in-school backbone for support. Thank you to all my teachers who've had the patience to not only teach, but also get to know me. Thank you to my amazing friends and amazing family, and school mom, Miss Riley, for pushing me to my limits and showing me how to succeed. And finally, thank you, Southside High School's class of 2020, for becoming a family and pushing through all odds to graduate and start a new life. Don't be a stranger, and I can't wait to see how we all have changed at our future reunion. Congratulations.
Ashley Remy. Mia Gallardo. Aiden Abernathy. Diego Aguilera. Yasser Alamri. Alexandria Aldave. Erica Alfaro. Devante Alford. Sincere Allen. Brian Ambrosio. Tiana Armstrong. Elijah Ashanti, Israel Ashanti, Chuchu Ong, Ashley Avalar, Armando Badillo, Ignacio Barcenas Moreno, Merly Barrios, Kaylee Bass, Ashanti Bates Nance, Ja Mar Bay, Sean Blau, Nazarian Booker, Kamaya Booker Cuffer, Veronica Bardalo, Prashawn Boyd, Paola Briones, Jawan Brockman, Devin Brooks, Quincy Brown, Justice Brownlee, Kim Unique Burton, Angel Bustillos, Jose Camarena, Nadia Carmona, Diana Carrillo, Victoria Carrillo, Kyle Caudell, Maya Chides, Alea Chapman, Corey Chapman, Marquavius Chapman Trigg, Isaiah Cherry Quezon, Mo Cho, Demir Clark, Kyler Clark, Caleb Clemens, DeAndre Coach, Breasia Coleman, Keasia Coleman, Savannah Coleman, Adrian Cooper, Kenesha Copeland, Abigail Counterman, Joseph Kraft, Christian Crawford, Kimberly Crusor, Leticia Cruz, Carla Daniel, Ariana Davis, Olivia Davis, Zion Davis, Shaneri Davis Boughton, Joseph Decker, Enrique Delira, Haley Delucine, Anna Diaz, Zamina Diaz, Jacqueline Diaz, Huda Din, Jacqueline Dunn, Tremel Early, Naomi Martinez, Darius Edwards, Mariah Esquivel, Desiree Farrell Hinton, Yori Finley, Jocelyn Calderon, Evelyn Flores, Fabian Flores, Samai Flores, Jamarion Fombi Kaiser, Stephanie Foster, Minor Franco, Javier Mora, Alasia Galvan, Brian Garcia, Alejandra Garabay, Dorismar Garza, Carla Gaylor, Danielle Giels, Ariana Giles, Nathan Glaser, Antonio Gomez, Melissa Gomez, Albert Gonzalez, Alberto Gonzalez, Chloe Graves, Adele Green, Azir Green, Hunter Grobus, Isaiah Guerrero, Valerie Gustin, Kevin Gutierrez Cruz, Angelica Gutierrez, Emily Gutierrez Bravo, Ashanti Hall Jackson, Peyton Hennessy, Alan Hernandez, Carla Hernandez, Leslie Hernandez, Clevon Hicks, Isaiah Honer, Sophia Horn, Gavin Hoskins, Christian Howard, Anna 2, Early 2, Ekute 2, Akira Hughley, Sterling Humphrey, Mohammed Hussein, Adrian Isom, Tasia Jackson, Madison Jensen, Jacob Johns, Javea Johnson, Nigeria Johnson, Prince Johnson, Dalton Jones, JC Jones, Javarius Jones, Javante Jones, Sandra Jones, Travion Jones, Alexander Juarez, Stephanie Juarez, Liberty Justice, Farad Khan, Yin Min Kant, Jahava King Jackson, Cody Kirk, Emmanuel Knight, Obai Du La, Cregan Lamaster, Mackenzie Lamb, Margaret Lapp. Julian Lebemoff. Lorenzo Leisure. June Lynn. Jamorian Lockett. Caden Long. Benjamin Lopez. Jose Lazada. Macy Lukens.
Eric Macias. Victoria Magana. Narika Maldonado. Thomas Manning. Sailor Mayers. Tyson Martin. Cicely Martinez. Gabriela Martinez. A. Mong. Rebecca Mong. Tway Ma. Martin Bogwa. Aisha Maccabee. Leah McGinnis. Tyrese McLaurin. Phoenix McQuaid. Blaine McCrae. Audrey Mendez. Sean Menifee. Braden Miller. Callista Miller. Nathan Milner. Jacob Mitchell. Janiyah Mitchell. Cameron Mitchell. Han Mo. A. Mu. Willier Mu. Andrew Moore. Austin Moore. Demetrius Moore. Diamond Moore. Rashawn Moore. Benny Morales. Stephanie Yaneo Morales. Maria Morales. Terrence Morgan. Tierra Morgan. Ayana Mudd. Tet Nang. Marcella Nelson. Tin Ing. Sandra Nino. Alicia Nikurinziza. Abigail Offhouse. Tet U. Jamaria Page. William Pancake. Aurora Paniagua. Yasmin Paniagua. Linzel Parm. Dewan Parker. Aiden Parrott. A. Paw. Connor Paxton. Stephanie Perez, Damian Pyatt, Rachel Pickett, Oswaldo Piedra, Denasia Porti, Desiree Porter, Oscar Primitivo, Desiree Rains, Dominic Rains, Jeremiah Rains, Denzel Ramirez, Amaya Ramos Laws, Jillian Raymond, Jonathan Rectinus, Daquan Reed, Jesus Camacho, Claudia Resendez, Zonetta Rhymes, Carlia Ridley, Jada Ridley, Alexander Rivera, Esperanza Rivera, Naomi Robinson, Ernesto Rodriguez, Felipe Rodriguez, Mariana Rodriguez, Miguel Rodriguez, Benjamin Rowe, Brandon Rogers Hardy, Vanessa Romero Batista, Jesus Rosales, Giovanni Rosario, Damon Ross, Natalia Ruiz, Giovanni Salamanca, Devontae Sales, Carolina Salgado, Rosa Sanchez, Ayla Sandel, Kamari Sanders, Kira Sanders, Jesse Sandoval, Rosalia Sacido, Lauren Savaris, Kiana Scamuffa, Ryan Scott, Alana Scruggs, Micah Sirfos, Kanaya Rodriguez, Jonathan Servin, Rachel Skinner, Zachary Skinner, Angel Smith, Michaela Smith, Nasiah Smith, Verdine Smith, Thon So, Skylin Sowers, Darian Stanley, Frederick Starks, Brandon Stockert, Christopher Stockert, Clayton Stout, Joshua Stutz, Bridget Sullivan, Emily Sutter, Tatiana Sutton, Alasia Chabron, Ashley Tamayo, Nyasha Taylor, Timothy Thompson. Angel Talamani. Pa Tu. Jennifer Torres. Quang Tran. Kang Toon. Sue Toon. Tyrone Turner. Lanisha Tyler. Bryisha Underwood. Cedric Underwood. Taisha Underwood. Jocelyn Valdares. Jalen Vaughn. Edward Vasquez. Geraldine Vasquez. Jasmine Vivar. Evan Walda. Lariana Walker. Julian Walter. Shelby Walters. Kenneth Watts. Tarnara Weeks. Roderick White. Dante Williams. Nairobi Williams. Ashley Willoughby. Jamon Wilson. Delani Woodfin. Jaquin Woodson. Roberta Wright. Jalen Yoder. Ariana Young. Barry Young. Jonathan Zaire. Ricardo Zamudio. Ozzy Czar.
It is with great joy that I bring you this commencement address. As I was thinking about this speech, I realized that now that you're graduating, 2/3 of your life have been spent in school. The other third outside these walls were probably a blur. As you can imagine, you've gotten to know South very well. You've walked through the halls so many times you could do it with your eyes closed. You've watched the school change and grow to what it is today. My hope is that you come out of Southside with 3 things that I really think show what this school is made of. The first is reflection, followed by perseverance, and lastly, family. Now, I stand in front of you today. My hope is that you truly start to appreciate the meaning of what these words are. The first of these that I mentioned is reflection. Might seem strange, but it's true. There's a famous quote from the Spanish philosopher George Santayana: "Those who don't study history are condemned to repeat it." This quote applies more than just history. It applies to life as a whole. When you do something or complete something, you look back and see that you did it. You learn about what you did well in your own personal history. You also notice the negatives, the mistakes you made. Mistakes are great things in life if you can learn from them. Without mistakes, you can't improve. Without reflection, you can't realize your mistakes. I reflect back on this great class of 2020, the successes and the failures. I also look back on the positive strides this class helped me make in this building, and I will be forever grateful. When asked to think of Southside High School in the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, the first thing that came to mind was perseverance. The definition of the word is steadfastness and determination despite difficulty or delay to success. Now, this is a good definition, but I tend to believe there is a deeper meaning to this word. It is more than just a word. It is more than just proceeding through adversity. Perseverance walks right up to adversity, shoves it aside, stares it in the face so it knows it's been beaten. When you achieve success without challenge, you don't learn from it. When you succeed with perseverance, you become wiser. When you achieve success without challenge, you don't grow as a person. When you succeed with perseverance, you develop yourself into a better person. Use what has happened recently as something that offered you chances chances to persevere, and chances to grow. Whether academic challenges, art challenges, sports challenges, all of these can be used to grow as a person. This class will forever be known as the one that persevered and grew alongside each other to the point where they were beyond friends and even family. This class will go down in the storied history of almost 100 years that it was a great one. Everyone in this building during the 1920 school year has shaped each other into a better person and made the Southside family that much stronger. The Southside family is and always will remain a family. Family is a relative word, so to speak. It can take many forms. It can be a group of 3 people up to 100. I want you to talk to those who have walked the halls for the last 4 years, to those who have cried when we lost the big game, to those who screamed joy when we hit our Riley Hospital goal, to those who had their dark moments in the cave of despair, to the people who were the lights that guided them out, to the people who got together to make a difference in our community several times. I speak to the people who entered middle school together and ran together on the first day of athletics. I speak to the people who sang together on the stage. I speak to the people who shared victory and defeat together. I speak to the class of 2020, standing together for one last time as archers. As you now reflect on your time at South, I hope you realize how lucky you are to have the wonderful family of students. You have made an impact on so many lives, including mine. I'm a better principal today because of you, and I hope I was able to make the long-lasting impression on all of you that you have on me. Congratulations to the 98th class of Southside High School. Seniors, as your final high school assignment, please turn your tassel from the right to the left. You're officially the 98th graduating high school class of Southside High School. Congratulations, well wishes. You're going to do some great things.